Tonight, police are investigating an alleged suicide over in Andros. Also, it's the first official start date of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. And later, the plans for a new prison facility is in its final stages. Eyewitness News, the weekend edition, starts now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Laurencia Smith. Thanks for joining us. Topping the weekend edition. Police on the island of Andros have launched an active investigation following an alleged suicide of a 21-year-old man on Saturday, May 31st. According to initial reports, the young man had been reported missing, prompting an urgent search by authorities at approximately 6:40 a.m. Officers searching in the area of the Bluff, South Andros made the discovery. The man was found unresponsive, hanging from a tree with an object around his neck. Medical personnel were called to the scene, but sadly, the victim showed no signs of life. Police have yet to confirm the circumstances surrounding the death. An investigation remains ongoing. Officers are urging anyone with information to come forth as they're working to determine the exact cause of death. Today is June 1st, the first official start date of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. As the region prepares for a more active hurricane season, the executive director of the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency is addressing why Caribbean institutions continue to rely heavily on weather forecasts from foreign universities. Speaking during the agency's annual regional press conference, Elizabeth Riley said the agency depends on external models like those from Colorado State University, which comes down to one main factor: timing.
The Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology has actually started undertaking its own forecasting for the hurricane season. The Caracoff meeting, I believe, took place last week, and the forecast from the CIMH should be available at this time. We did do the quotations from Colorado State because that's the first one that usually comes out for the hurricane season.
Riley agreed that regional agencies should be better integrated into the process, saying stronger local coordination is needed as the region is facing increasing severe climate threats.
CIMH does its analysis a little bit later and makes those products available, but they do also undertake updates a little bit later during the year as well as the hurricane season progresses. But I very much take the point that we absolutely should, in the future briefings, ensure that we integrate the numbers from the CIMH, provided they're available.
As the country braced for another hurricane season, the Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister, Leon Lundy, who has oversight of the National Emergency Management Agency, is assuring tonight that officials won't be caught off guard, noting that the country is positioning itself to withstand severe storms that may come, even as experts are predicting a very active hurricane season. Lundy making those assertions as he noted that officials have already made their assessments of the various shelters.
In regards with all of our shelter inspections, they're all done, and the list of shelters was published, I think, earlier this week, and I think last week for Freeport and Nassau. So you can go on our website, getready.gov.bs, and you'll be able to see a list of those shelters. We've been doing our view from a government standpoint to get everybody prepared, and that's why we've been, even this month here, we've had a few expos and we've went island by island doing town hall meetings. So definitely I'll say that we're as prepared as can be. Definitely we don't want to see anything happen, but should it happen, we're prepared to handle it.
Grand Bahama Port Authority Chief Investment Officer Derek Newbold emphasized that Freeport is in an ideal position as a hub for international trade. He noted that the island's proximity to major shipping routes gives it a competitive edge, making it a prime location for global commerce. As the Bahamas is looking to diversify its trade partnership, Newbold underscores the importance of leveraging the island's existing port infrastructure.
Maritime sector in Grand Bahama is significant. It's major. We do lie at the center of major trade lanes leading into various ports around the world, and that's one of the reasons why Freeport Container Port actually established a presence there, because it simply made sense. From Freeport, you have direct access to the Gulf, the Caribbean, the Suez Canal, via the Atlantic Ocean, the Panama Canal, and you have access to South America, both East and West Coast, North America, East and West Coast, Europe, the Mediterranean, the Far East, Africa, Australia. And so Freeport is ideally positioned for trade, for global trade. MSC heavily utilizes Freeport Container Port. And as a result of that, you have direct access to about 300 global port routes, touching 520 ports, hitting 155 countries around the world, touching 6 continents. So you literally have global connectivity via Freeport. You can source product from just about anywhere in the world or ship product directly to just about anywhere in the world.
Newbold says Grand Bahama prime location paired with favorable port regulations could help ease shipping challenges and boost global trade.
Freeport is classified as what you would call a superposed Panamax port, meaning we can accommodate some of the larger cargo vessels in the world. And we sit just at our most western point, 55 miles off the U.S. East Coast. Why is that important? That's important because of the Jones Act. In order for a cargo vessel to transact from one U.S. port to the next, it has to be U.S. built, U.S. owned, U.S. crewed, U.S. flagged. But most of the major shipping lines in the world are not U.S. made or U.S. owned. And so that's where Freeport comes into play. Because now these vessels, they can go into, let's say, Port of Miami. Then they can come over 55 or 80 nautical miles to Freeport. They can do some work in Freeport, shift around some cargo, offload some cargo, take on some cargo, and they have now come to a sovereign territory, and now they can go back to another U.S. port, for example, Port Everglades. And so Freeport is really positioned well to participate in global trade.
Director of Royal Beach Club Paradise Island Human Resources Department Simone Bowe says ahead of the slated December 2025 opening for the Royal Caribbean Beach Club, the recruitment process is underway and they're vetting Bahamians who are open to a career in the tourism and hospitality industry. Bowe emphasized that there are numerous of opportunities available which she believes should be attractive to individuals seeking new ventures.
Is not as difficult as it appears to be. I think it's always connecting the right people to the right roles. And so I think Royal Beach Club is particularly well positioned because this is really coming off Nassau. So you don't have the challenge of people not wanting to relocate to a family island or having to manage family responsibilities and finding schools and all of the other logistical things that make it difficult to relocate. So I think that Royal Beach Club is really positioned well to get the best of the best in the Bahamas. There are a lot of research coming out even with regard to changing dynamics in the workforce. I think since COVID, a lot of people are more interested in entrepreneurship, interested in flexible models of working, remote work. And so I think this is a very progressive way of capturing people and talent and skill without people feeling like I'm totally locked down to this 9 to 5. I mean, you know, everyone needs to do the 9 to 5, but then we also have people who want more flexibility.
Now, as construction on the island remains ongoing, newly appointed Director of Technical Maintenance, Alfonso Bowe, says maintenance work done on the island will be environmental friendly, pre- and post-construction, and the work done will be 100% at the hands of Bahamians.
To start off, we're going to have all Bahamian team of maintenance technicians and specialists and facilitators, and any elements that has equipment and services that cannot be housed on site will be outsourced to Bahamian vendors only. Garbage and the aluminum waste will be recycled. A lot of the shrubbery and organic waste will be composted and recycled into soil and fertilizers as best we can. And of course, we're going to recycle the human waste and condition it and try to make it useful on the site as best we can, and the solids will be stored and compacted and converted into fertilizers as well.
Bahamas Department of Corrections Commissioner Don Clare revealing that the final stages of pre-construction into the new prison facility is underway as the drawings of the compound are nearly complete. Clare noted that he is remaining optimistic about the new correctional facility and that the public should be expecting something in the near future.
The new prison, that portion of it has already been approved. The government has already approved the construction of the new prison. What we are doing now, we are now in our final stages now of drawings. The drawings are now being, it should be completed in a few days. And after a few days, the government should be making a grand announcement.
With no shovel in the ground just yet to signify a groundbreaking, Clare emphasized that he understands everything is a process, and due to the plan, things must be done the right way.
I was hoping to see construction from over a year ago, but again, it takes time because this is a specialized facility. It's not a prison anymore. It's a specialized correctional facility. So in such, we have to design it based on the correctional a model from the American Correctional Association. You see, this facility, once it's constructed, it will be certified from day one. That's our aim and object of having a certified facility. No more slopping, no more crowded cells, no more sleeping on the floors. These will be a technical box.
Meanwhile, Commissioner Clare stating that manpower is always needed on the compound and efforts are underway to recruit those who are willing to make the armed force a career. Clare says that a recruitment squad has just begun their journey, and following their graduation, another group will be welcomed.
As of last week, we have an all-male squad that is in training now, and hopefully after they're finished, we'll be recruiting an additional 120 more.
If you've got a news tip or if you see news in the making, call the Ion News hotline at 397-6397. We also invite you to send your letters to the editors for publication on all of our social media platforms at eyewitnessnewsbahamas@gmail.com. And if you're watching on our Facebook or YouTube page, share your thoughts about tonight's stories. In the comments section, we want to hear from you. And still to come tonight, with summer just around the corner, tourism officials are predicting a busy summer and potential record-breaking season for the Bahamas. And later, students in Exuma are celebrating a major financial boost thanks to a donation. We've got more, but first, here's a check on tonight's weather forecast.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is, by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
In 2010, a grant helped Bahamas Striping group of companies get started. Today, that seed has grown into a national force, building roads, airports, and brighter futures. Now, we're leading the way through public-private partnerships, what we call 3Ps, where government vision meets private sector innovation. 3Ps empowers local subcontractors, giving them the chance to bid. And with every contract, we're putting money directly into communities, creating jobs, supporting families, and fueling growth. From roads in Eleuthera to community centers in the inner city, we're not just laying asphalt, we're laying foundations for financial opportunity. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we believe in building more than infrastructure. We're building up Bahamians who build the Bahamas. 3 Ps, public-private partnerships for people, progress, and prosperity.
You work hard to provide for and protect the ones you love. However, life can present unexpected challenges. Who you call in times of need matters. Insurance Management is a Bahamian-owned company that has been serving our community for over 40 years, offering a wide range of coverage for all of your personal, professional, and commercial needs. When life happens, rest easy knowing that our skilled and experienced agents are there for you in your time of need, so that you can get back to what matters most. Insurance Management. Nobody does it better.
Measles is on the rise around the world, and the Bahamas is at risk,
which makes us very vulnerable as a nation for the possible outbreak of measles cases.
Every Saturday in May from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., the Ministry of Health and Wellness will host MMR immunization visits in South Beach, Coconut Grove, Fox Hill, and Elizabeth Estates. Clinics in these areas will remain open until 8 p.m. twice per week. Get your child immunized now.
You're watching Eyewitness News.
Welcome back to the Weekend Edition. Director General within the Ministry of Tourism, Latia Duncombe, making it known that dialogue is ongoing between tourism officials and entrepreneurs of small businesses who depend on the tourism market for a livelihood. With the summer just around the corner, tourism officials are predicting to be a very busy one and hopefully record-breaking. Duncombe says it's important for Bahamian businesses to be on the front line.
It's what we're doing in the ministry to bring access to opportunities and some of the successful initiatives and even future looking what we have on the table. And it was all about making sure that businesses are aware that at the ministry we are a resource for you. We're going to partner with you to make sure every and any Bahamian that want to benefit can have access to opportunities.
As for those at the table during the discussion to capitalize on Bahamian businesses in tourism, Duncombe says it's a local and international agency approach.
Partnerships with the Chamber, with the cruise lines, we're able to deliver access to opportunities. So when Bahamians have a business that they operate, whether it's a tour, whether they're selling a product, it's through initiatives and institutions and entities like this that we partner on a day-to-day basis.
The country's sorority and fraternal tourism market receiving a significant boost this past weekend as nearly 500 members of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated descended on New Providence for their Live Well Summit under the theme Cultivating Sustaining a Life Well Lived. The event took place at the Grand Hyatt at Bahamas, where tourism officials highlighted the importance of such collaborations with the promotion of the Bahamas as a premier destination for leadership and organizational events. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism Chester Cooper was scheduled to deliver the keynote address. However, in his absence, the Minister of State for Social Services and Urban Development, Lisa Raming, took to the podium. She told Eyewitness News that the events like this are critical to further strengthening the country's already growing tourism sector.
So this is their sorority of women, and they're putting on this summit. And I feel so excited to be here. And, you know, I gave them a charge that they should enjoy our great sun, sand, and sea. And while they're at the summit, gain the knowledge that they can, but they must also enjoy the Bahamas. And of course, you would hear our Junkanoo in the back, so they're getting a bit of our Bahamian culture. And so this tourism is good for us. Why? The Bahamas is seen as one of the largest destination for sorority summits outside of the United States. And so we're excited that we're in competition with the United States when it comes to hosting sorority summits. And we have many more to come.
International President and CEO of DST, Elise Cook Holmes, shared her enthusiasm about being in the Bahamas, saying she and her sorority sisters were thrilled to host the summit here. DST has a strong presence in the Bahamas with 3 chapters across the country, 2 graduate chapters located here in the capital and another in Freeport, and a collegiate chapter at the University of the Bahamas.
Service component that we have. We are supporting an orphanage on Grand Bahamas, and as well as a home here in Nassau, Bahamas. And so we have brought supplies, we've brought clothes, we've brought tennis shoes, whatever these agencies need, we have brought with us to be able to leave something behind to hopefully make their lives a little bit better. So I'm so excited that we were able to add that component, and we do that everywhere we go. So we're so happy to be able to do that here. So there is so much to look forward to. Now, I must admit, I've already been enjoying the beach, and I've already been enjoying this wonderful location, and I've had the opportunity to meet so many of the wonderful people here in Nassau.
Students of the St. Andrew's Anglican School in Exuma are celebrating a major financial boost thanks to a $250,000 donation from Bob Coughlin, developer of the Turtle Grass Resort. The school also received an additional $60,000 from local donors, including the families of the late Julian and Veronica Marshall, Peter Burrows, and the family of the late Perry Fox. School Vice Chairman Cecil Smith says this initiative begins as the school sought to funding for construction for much-needed classrooms to accommodating the growing student body. Coughlin answering the call, describing the donation as a powerful investment into the future of Exuma youth and a reflection on his commitment to the local community.
That my word is my honor and that I do what I say I'm going to do. And when Cecil came and talked to me about making a donation, I talked to my wife, Jean, who couldn't be here today. I have a 4th child who's coming home from her junior year of college today. And I said, let's make sure we get involved with youth development, helping the environment, which we have a passion for. And certainly Exuma, with the beautiful keys and the beautiful waters, don't take it for granted. It's just such a beautiful place. And Exuma's growing. And the future of Exuma is really about how can we help with youth development? How can we help make sure that you have the best chance of success in helping to lead Exuma in the future? And I just feel very privileged to be here.
Among those attending the donation presentation ceremony was Leish Boyd, Bishop of the Anglican Diocese of the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands. Bishop Boyd spoke on the significance of the donation, emphasizing it's vital for the impact of the school community.
The school has benefited from this rich tapestry, and today we focus on the kindness of someone who in a special way has committed to helping us, and that is Mr. Bob Coughlin. We're grateful to him as somebody who has come from the outside to make Exuma his home and to contribute not just by his presence, but by his activity to contribute to the economy and the development of Exuma. And he has indicated that he's also in goodwill toward Exuma by his contribution to the future of St. Andrew's School. And so today, this is a great celebration. It's a celebration of the past. It's a celebration of the present. And it is a celebration of a bright future.
A family fun day is being held next month in memory of Anishka Raming, a 25-year-old aspiring pastry chef who passed away in February after a battle with epilepsy. Organized by her cousin Keith Bryan, the event is designed to celebrate her life, passion, and legacy, and will take place at one of her favorite spots, La Chateau Bakery.
So this event is a family fun day where the community is coming together to celebrate the life of my cousin Anisha, who was an aspiring pastry chef that lost her life due to epilepsy. She was really passionate about actually this location. She loved this pastry shop. So we thought it would be fitting to come together as a community. We have partners with the community such as Le Chateau, Ticket Flair, and also TD Cakes and other organizations that come together to really celebrate such a precious life that was gone too soon.
The family says her death was a tragic loss, leaving behind her 5-year-old daughter, Amor. Through the proceeds of this event, the organizers hope to provide Amor with opportunities her mother was unable to provide due to her illness. Attendees can expect food, music, games, and activities for all ages, all in the spirit of community and remembrance.
This is important for me to leave a legacy for Anisha and also to build the future for Amore. Sometimes orphans get left behind with nothing. She was passionate, she wanted her daughter to go to college, the opportunity she didn't get. So we want to give Amore, through this event, through all the proceeds for this event, opportunities like college and things like that Anisha wasn't able to get because of her condition.
Coming up in tonight's Sunday feature, a young Bahamian entrepreneur is reshaping how companies can connect with consumers. We'll tell you all about it right after this quick break.
Every island in the Bahamas is unique, but our people unite us. We're ambitious, and with the right opportunities, we can achieve extraordinary things. That's why this year's budget makes historic investments in education, training, and upskilling for anyone ready to move from surviving to thriving. For the parents seeking security, the dreamer wanting a stake in the economy, the builder of a better life, this budget is for you. We are stepping into a new era of rapid change and real opportunity. And our success depends on how well we prepare our people to thrive in a tech-driven world. With smarter infrastructure, cleaner energy, and stronger laws already in motion, we are laying the foundation for an economy that works for everyone. Because opportunity only matters if people can reach it. That's why we are investing in education, backing small businesses, and breaking down barriers to build a fairer, more inclusive Bahamas.
Join us on Social Mania, a new and dynamic game show based on the Ministry of Education's primary and junior high school social studies curriculum. Students from schools across the Bahamas go head-to-head as their knowledge of social studies is challenged. In this episode, Jack Hayward Junior High battles with L.W. Young Junior High. Which school will emerge as winner? To find out, join us as these two schools engage in intense competition. Don't miss it.
We take sports seriously. Get ready to experience the thrill of winning anytime and any place. Bet in real time and live the thrill of every play. while watching your winnings stack up. It's your chance to score big with fast payouts and a world-class experience. Get in the game and bet the Bahamian way with Island Luck Sportsbook.
So you want a space. But not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
You're watching Eyewitness News.
Thanks for sticking with us on the Weekend Edition. In tonight's Sunday feature, young Bahamian entrepreneur is redefining